Hi guys, welcome back to another Steam playthrough. Today we have Tales of the Backbone Preludes. As always, I'll leave a link to the game in the description. This is the prequel to, obviously, Backbone, which I'm kind of excited for, even though I would rather see a sequel than a prequel, to be honest with you, but I'm sure this will be good, I hope. After that, I think a lot of people were pretty tore up about the ending of Backbone, but look at this art, it's really pretty. New game. There are 16 achievements. We'll try to get them all, but no promises, honestly. Depends on how hard they are to get. Clarissa, Gastown Plaza, Bloodworth, H7. That's the polar bear that everybody hated. I'm sure she's great in the prequel. She has her reasons. Wow, this is actually a really nice town. Before the drugs.
Grandpa?
Oh, what is it, Clarissa?
Did you hear what I said?
Oh, I'm sorry, Clarissa. Grandpa was in a different place for a moment, in a sun chair somewhere, resting his tired old legs.
I asked what you were thinking of, Grandpa.
Oh, well, I was thinking of a faraway place. One that doesn't exist, Bella. Beyond the mountains, green leaves, rolling hills. Calic. Keep listening. Air so clean you could taste it. A place that smells of grass and water, where your lungs are full of more than anything else.
That sounds nice.
It does, doesn't it? It's nice to dream. Sometimes you can always imagine the world better than it is now. Someday, you might be able to make it real.
Okay, I'll try, Grandpa.
I have no doubts. You'll grow up to be a very special person, you know. I'm sure of it.
I'm already a special person. I'm Clarissa.
Is that so? And who is this Clarissa exactly?
Don't be silly, Grandpa. I'm Clarissa.
Oh, why not? There's nothing wrong with being silly every once in a while. In fact, it's a good thing. Oh, that's perfect.
I'm not silly. I'm Clarissa.
Tell me about Clarissa then. What does she do? What is she likes? I hate how the mouse keeps fading.
I like my friends.
That's great, Clarissa. Tell me then, what are your friends like?
They're nice and kind.
Make sure you tell them that too. Nothing gets taken for granted as much as kindness, Bella. You'll tell them next time you'll see them, won't you?
Of course, I'll tell them every day.
Good, good. Be a decent friend and decent people will befriend you. I guarantee it, Clarissa. Nod. Come into fall, the winds will grow, the twisting branches cut the snow. The spring will free what cold held dear. Give way, for one more year.
What was that, Grandpa? It was pretty.
A poem, Clarissa. One I remember just now. I read it a long time ago, but it appears to have stuck with me.
What made you think of it?
The years passing by, Bella. Time itself, I suppose. Tell me, what will you be when you're older? Who do you want to be? I want to be really smart, clever. I want to be like you, Grandpa. I'll be a big boss.
I want to be like you, Grandpa. I'll be a big boss.
Like me? Huh. Are you sure about that? It's a lot of work being me. Wouldn't you prefer just to have fun?
You don't have fun, Grandpa?
I do, but not as much as I'd like. Or you'd like, for that matter.
I can help with that. I'll come visit more often, deal?
If you say so, Clarissa. And I'll do all in my power to help you. How does that sound?
That's perfect. I love you, Grandpa.
I love you too, Clarissa, I couldn't ask for a better child. Grandchild, now come on. I think it's time for dinner, shall we?
Okay.
It's Don Vito Corleone, the Godfather. Tales, the Backbone Preludes. You aspire to be ambitious when you grow up. Oh, there's a lot of choices here. Okay. Oh, do I have to play somebody else? Oh, how do I start the story? Who's Eli? Renee, Howard. Oh, is Eli Drug Boy? Eli might be the Drug Boy. I thought his name... I don't remember what his name was, but it might be Drug Boy. Okay, I know. Okay, you did the E key there, my bad. I'll do all her story, and then I'll do everybody else's story, hopefully. Depending on how long they are. Howard for... Oh, no, I don't get a choice. Howard first year. Thaddeus Rock Faculty of the Arts. Lotor. Oh, I get to move? Okay, sick. I take it you weren't here for opening day. Really wanted to be here for it. Excuse me, but I had some things come up back home. Oh, that sucks. You didn't miss much, to be honest, and it felt more like a sales pitch than anything. Yeah, the brochure was pretty shiny, alright. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not exactly the Ritz. I've never been to the Ritz. Maybe the Ritz wasn't even the Ritz. Interesting. Oh, not often do you get to see one of us in marble. How deep does the rabbit hole go? Honestly, I'm liking the vibe right now. I think this is past our parents were talking about when they say school is the best years of your life. Sure is starting to feel that way. Empty. Guess I'm here early. That or cloaks are out of fashion. They look like rich kids. Can't relate. Wisconsin.
Oh, hey, there, a fresh face. Are you here to study? You're new, right? I never forget a face.
This box is kind of heavy. Could you tell me where my room is?
Oh, dang, you're right. That thing looks like it's a real doozy. I'll need your name before I can tell you what room you're in, though.
I am Heavy Box Man.
Wait a minute, that's not on the list. Just jokes. Look at us. Just met, we're already best friends.
Fine, my name is Howard.
Well, howdy, Howard. It's so nice to meet you. I'm Wisconsin, and I'll be your resident assistant, and your best friend, too, if you want one.
Right. Could you tell me where my room is?
Not just yet.
Why not?
You see, I like to start things off fun with new students.
Which means?
A scavenger hunt.
Sure, Wisconsin. What do I need to find?
Yay, alright then. I've hidden two things somewhere in this hallway. One of them's blue and the other's new.
Something new and something blue. Coming right up. Something new and something blue. He looks blue, that rabbit. Blue piece of paper that says you found me. Don't know what I expected. Something new and something blue. Do you guess I'm here early? Cloaks are out of fashion. Paintings, rich people, got it. Something new and something blue. These guys don't look very artsy to me. Intimidating, if anything. Might be in the hallway, I guess. And you could tell us all about it on the weekend, right? Thaddeus Rock, philanthropist and patron of ants. Never heard of him. Sure, don't worry so much. I'll be fine.
We're going to miss you so much, baby.
I know, me too, Mom. Our little baby boy Seamus.
Our little baby boy Seamus all grown up.
Oh, that's a... I can't tell who's who. Dad, come on. Wow, I love how the screen moves. In there. It's like a bunch of notes and notices. Let's see. Is it the bike? Nice coat. Looks fairly new to me. Got him. That's my coat soon, probably. Oh, let's check the trash out. I think I see today's paper in here. There, that's right. Counts right. Is there anything else? End of the hall, dorm 304. Fingers crossed it's this one, but I have no idea. Dorm 303. I wish I knew if it was my room or not. This one says 302. Am I staying in this one? 301. No idea if this is my room. Okay, we're good. Oh, it's an ape. How you know he's a bad guy? The apes are the bad people, the ape people. Spoilers. Well, you're watching the sequel, kind of. Sequel prequel.
Howdy, Howard. How's the scavenger hunt going? Pretty fun, right? Huh? Did you find something blue and something new?
I did.
Yay, I saw you find them actually, but I didn't want to spoil your fun.
Good on you for organizing fun activities, Wisconsin.
Ah, shucks. Thanks, Howard. Now, I bet you want to get to your room, right? It's the one at the end of the hall, 304.
Finally. I'll see you later, man.
Sounds good. Oh, and your roommate is already there, so don't be surprised if you see a stranger in the room.
Okay. Thanks, man. See you later. Study hard. For sale, history books never opened. Who the heck is that? Oh, that must be the drug guy. What's your name? Larry, that's the drug guy.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. I know about you. Hey. That book looks very heavy. It's fine, I'm very strong. You got it, dude. I was gonna ask if you wanted to put it down. I mean, if that'll make you more comfortable. Okay, cool. Here, pick which bunk you want while you're at it. Do you have a preference? I was thinking of taking the top bunk, but you pick. I don't mind. Thanks, man. We have space back there. You know, once you could get rid of all the junk. Gross, good thing it's empty. That looks like mayonnaise down there. Mayonnaise. Tell the mattress is somewhat indented on the top bunk. The other one, lower one is flat, but seems slightly thinner. Comfortably begin to shuffle your possessions onto the lower mattress, which in turn cushions their way gently. Nice. Bottom bunk, huh? Perfect. I already had my heart set on the top bunk. I figured, so you can have it. Name's Howard. Larry, appreciate it. Howard, well, thoughts so far? On what? The university, the dorm, everything. Oh, did you meet Wisconsin in the hall? Yep, he had some activities planned. The scavenger hunt, huh? How was it? It was alright, didn't take long. It was pretty easy, wasn't it? Breezed through it. Then again, I wasn't carrying a box as big when I got here. I wasn't carrying a big box when I got here. Lucky you. Lucky me indeed. Alright, man, tell me about Howard. Like what? I don't know, man. How come you're here? What are you studying? I'm majoring in photography. No kidding. That's cool, man. Do you have a camera? It's in my box. I almost forgot about the mighty box. Nice, dude. I don't know anything about photography, so you'll have to teach me. How come you chose that as your major? I want to show the world for what it is. What it is? Man, that sounds cool. There's a lot to show, for sure. I think our kind has a unique perspective on things, too. I get a feeling we're gonna become great friends, Howie. Me too, man. Frick yeah. Howie and Larry. Roommates extraordinaire. Alright, Larry, tell me about Larry. Alright. Well, I am here to study, you know what? Why don't you guess? I bet you can't. Alright, what are the stakes? Have you had lunch yet? I'm starving. There's a place around the corner here on campus that I want to try. You guessed my major and I'm paying. You don't, you pay. Deal? Deal. Sweet, go. Just like that. I don't get to narrow it down. I think I can guess right away. I don't see any instruments, brushes, or tools in here. Your major is theory rather than practice. The theory of what exactly? I'll say classical arts.
Oh, man.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it, dude. Nicely done. Here's to hoping that the campus place isn't too expensive, I guess. It's cool, man. Let's split it. A deal's a deal, man. I'm not gonna let you weasel out of any future bets you lose. So I'm not going to weasel my way out of this one. Suit yourself, man. You ready to go? Yeah, sure. I'm starving. Honestly, you want to head out straight away? Sure, let's go. Alright, let's get going. Alright. How many... Oh yeah, let's scroll a branch. You chose to be investigative, keeping your eyes open and your mind is sharp. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's quite a bit of options here. Oh. But they all end to the same ending, obviously. Oh well. I love that they had the branch though, so I can see if I missed anything. That's fantastic. Continue. Oh, I forgot what the button was. Renee Wilson, April 27th. 1 to 3. Is that her age? That was, of course, Stepping High by Bravo. This making their 10th consecutive week at the top of the charts. Stellar stuff. Now, before this DJ signs off for the day, it's time for today's news stories. Cassius Perth, Minister of Silence, announced today that he would be stepping down from his position after 15 years of service. In a press release, he stated that he was satisfied with the work he had done in the past few years and was looking forward to his retirement. Keep listening. A successor is currently being chosen, and a press release from the headquarters of the ministry, Science City, stated that a suitable candidate would be announced within the next week. Keep listening. In other news, locals in West End are still reeling from the fire that ravaged the entire tenement block last week. The fire, which claimed a number of lives, has been reported as an unfortunate accident as a result of the gas leak. The police department has since stated that they will be investigating other at-risk buildings in the area for similar issues and are asking citizens to cooperate. Our thoughts and prayers are with the unfortunate souls lost in the fire. That's all for today. This has been Middays with Madison. Oh, and next up is Gus and the Steelers with Old Blue. But you never know, Madison could be a dude.
Alright, Renee. This article isn't going to write itself. Get to work. Get to the office and get to work.
Gather your thoughts. And drink coffee, apparently. Have the thoughts been gathered? See if she takes another drink. Okay. Thoughts have been gathered, I guess. For now. Oh, that's cool. What do you like? Oh, she has a really nice house.
We got these for our wedding. Happy to have the goddess on my side. Lucas can keep the shepherd.
Oh, she's married? Oh, she led Howard on! Baited!
Couldn't have dreamed of a nicer kitchen. Still don't feel like cooking. Should wrap things as soon as I can. It's too beautiful outside to stay in the office all day.
Oh, yeah. How dare you leave my boy Howard on? Fish.
Hey there, pretty. Joke's on you, Lucas. I can't clean your office if you keep the door locked.
Oh, look at that shadow.
We should get some new records and a record player, I suppose. Used to keep my typewriter there here back when we moved in. There's still dents on the table.
Organizer shelf. Huh. Used to drag and drop items.
Lucas hasn't used this for years. At least it's pretty to look at. Be nice to actually brew anything in. Hey, he can't keep these in his office. I'll never know. Hold this up to your ear. You can almost hear the soothing sounds of the souvenir shop we got it from. Got enough water? Good. You look like you need some sunlight, baby. You and me both. CPD annual bowling tournament, 3rd place. He's proud of this one. Pumpkin Festival excites young and old. Stellar journalism, Renee.
Nice. Self-organized. I'm the best.
Put down the universal sign for Lucas not being home yet.
Women will never get over the toilet seat conundrum. It rules their lives. It lives rent-free in their heads. For real, though. It's too hard to look down before you sit on the toilet, obviously.
Oh right, I was in the middle of organizing the shelves in here. Shouldn't take long.
Oh, she loves organizing shelves. Tranium! Oh yeah, I'm gonna feed this blizzard. Here you go.
Hey there, Lizzie. Ready for your meal?
How to do it. Oh, there we go. Okay, I just click it. There you go, bud.
There you go, honey.
Want another one?
Well, already? Alright, I'll just leave that there for you, okay?
I'm the best. Organize off the shelf. Oh my god.
Alright, let's get this over with. Gas town at night. Look at this one when we started dating.
Where am I supposed to put this crap? Oh, that'll work.
Looks like I've got the apartment for myself for a couple hours. Red pagodas. Nothing but old article clippings in this one. I think this is one of Lucas's albums. Not sure why it's here.
You stole it! Thievery! Pick it up, please. Where do you want to put this at work?
Shiny.
Shiny. Okay, sick. Nice.
There, much better.
Maybe we should water our plants and not just feed the lizard. Okay. Typewriter.
This thing hasn't seen much action since I got a terminal. Maybe I'll come back to it someday.
Oh wait, I'm supposed to do something? Okay. Oh, here we go.
This is where it all started. Felt like I finally had a moment to prove myself.
Renee, been getting a lot of positive responses on that piece you wrote about the Gastown geezers. Really fun, colorful stuff. Keep it up and you'll be a regular on features in no time. Now for the grim change of pace. Waskowski's off this week, so I'm going to need you to work on a follow-up piece about that fire on the West End. There's apparently some similar developments and residents are worried about a repeat, so I'm getting told to run something that will help settle those concerns. I've attached some of the public reports and the first notice we ran on it. Look into that what happens to see if there's some way you can spin it into seeming more like a rare incident than a serious fire threat. Oh, and I skimmed the reports, and it sounds like the guy was messing around with the stuff he didn't understand. That might be your angle. Either way, let's see if we can quell this fire hazard hysteria so we can get back to what you do the best.
As far as editor goes, he's not the worst. I should try to wrap this up by today. Then again, I said that yesterday too.
Read the fire case. Renee, I know you want to keep looking into the fire case, but we have to run something soon. You're not a detective, you're a writer. Leave solving crimes to the police. The only reason I keep letting you work on it for so long is because your other write-ups are stellar. But if you keep going like this, we'll be pushing the boundaries of what news is, and I mean that in the sense of being late to the party. Life's too short to be a perfectionist. Please have something for me by Wednesday, Wesley. Okay, love you.
Poor Lucas still hasn't figured out how to work with terminals. I don't mind, it's kind of cute.
Hey Sugar, I finally got a terminal set up at my desk. Hope you get this. I don't know how you write so fast on these. Paperwork is going to be a nightmare. I love you, Smotch. Lucas. Good job, bro. Here we go. For Renee.
This was a big ask on my part, but both surprised and proud that you managed to get them for me.
Here it is. But don't get your hopes up. Sorry for the wait on this. Scene statements are usually not for the public to see. So they had to strike a lot of it to protect the lives of the officers. Hopefully this will put your worries to rest a bit. Love you, Lucas. Okay, crime scene report.
Alright, here's the main report. I just wish so much hadn't been redacted from it.
CPD, Detroit Jack Huey, 34566, 4CC 245999. Time 12:15. Date 1:35:04:23. Location West End, 44 2nd Street. Crime scene report. Suspect's apartment is small, maybe 500 square feet. Can't go down. Why is this at? Oh. And in a poor state. Living conditions are working class, typical of West End. Hallway entry, wallpaper coming off by the ceiling. Body was found close to the door. Beaver looks to be in his mid-20s. Mackenzie arrived at the same time as me and inspected the body while I had a look around. Didn't take long. The suspect had 3 bullet wounds, on one in the abdomen, one in the torso, and one in the neck. The one in the neck was particularly gruesome, but Mackenzie's initial conclusion was that the suspect bled out. Mustn't have taken too long. On account of all the wounds, I'm guessing Miss Yiannopoulos won't be required to do much of an autopsy. The suspect, Beaver, was wearing pants and suspenders but no shirt. Body stained with blood, but there's a fine dusting over the upper torso. Mackenzie tells me it's soot, and I can't argue. The head is similarly blackened by soot, or redacted, but it looks like the suspect made an effort to wipe it off. Top left shoulder looks like it has a burn mark. Mackenzie confirms it, saying it's very recent, probably today. Off to the side of the body is a tire iron. Old and rusted, some of the suspect's blood has pooled onto it, but no splatter. Kitchen is a mess, more soot, more ash, and a large amount redacted hovering near the top of the ceiling, making it hard to breathe. Lingering smell of redacted, most likely from the stove. There's fingerprints of soot leading out of the kitchen, but none leading in. Tools are scattered around the oven, the hatch of which has been screwed off. This is where most of the damage is. We opened some windows on our way out, but it's going to be a long time before they get the smell of redacted out of there. Rest of the apartment is not noteworthy. Small bedroom and almost entirely covered by the bed, kitchen table, and chairs moved to the side of the hall. Bathroom small and cramped. Nothing of interest in here except the body in the kitchen, both of which appear like closed cases. Addendum 0424. I saw nothing that would have implied that the apartment was a fire hazard, and to the best of my knowledge, resolved the situation to the best of my ability. Okay. Files.
Here's the statement from the first officer. Let's see.
It's the same guy. Has the same. I don't know, actually. Police report. City Police Department. Public CC 245999. Arrest report 24241. Location. Same thing. At 11:02 on the April 23rd. City Police Dispatch. Oh, no. Statement number 2. This one is from the cop that stayed in the hallway. Mackenzie, probably. At 11:02 on the April the 23rd, City Police Dispatch received an emergency call from a tenant on the 3rd floor in a tenement block in Weston, citing domestic altercations as a concern. Additionally mentioning having noticed smoke from the downstairs apartment. The home of Stone Caster, Beaver mid-20s, and Ro Ileana, Beaver mid-20s. 2 officers, including myself, were dispatched and arrived at the scene around 11:42. Upon arrival, Stone acted with hostility and refused the officers entry to his home. After hearing sounds of distress from inside the apartment, Officer Redacted and I breached the door to the apartment. Stone was wearing only pants and shoes. His hands and face were dirty. The apartment smelled of smoke, and there was only a small amount of it still in the ceiling. Immediately upon entry, Stone began acting in a menacing manner, wielding a blunt instrument in his left hand. Rose was acting hysterically, and all attempts to calm her were met with angry dismissal. Officer Redacted drew his service weapon, and I asked Stone to step down. During this time, I entered the kitchen to find it in a state of disarray. The oven was open, and scattered around it were crude tools. The oven hatch was torn from it, and there was a strong smell of electrical and wood burn. At this point, I heard a loud yelp from the hallway, followed by a gunshot. I drew my service weapon, entered the hallway, and found that Officer Redacted had discharged his service weapon, hitting Stone in the abdomen. Seeing that my partner had been injured, I determined that Stone was still a threat and discharged my service weapon twice. Stone was hit in the chest both times and dropped to the ground. Rowe was in a lot of distress, lashing out in a threatening manner, and was taken into custody for impeding a police investigation. Officer Redacted placed a call to dispatch, and we remained at the scene with Rowe in custody in the police car. The coroner and detectives arrived around 12:09. Our initial statements were taken, and the body was removed from the premises. I saw nothing that would have implied that the apartment was a fire hazard, and to the best of my knowledge, resolved the situation to the best of my ability. Officer Redacted was present during the testimony of Officer Redacted and confirmed the events of the report. For clarity, questions pertaining to the first time a service... Oh, God. I met Dorsey at the fire station. A good man, very helpful. You can probably trust his report. For clarity, questions pertaining to the first time a service weapon was discharged were asked and Up the totality of this report. For further information, see 2241. After I drew my service weapon, an officer redacted left to investigate. The remainder of the apartment, Stone, Beaver, mid-20s, began making threats and insulting me and my partner. I asked Stone repeatedly to stand down. When he refused, eventually Stone charged at me with a sharp object. He said it was blunt earlier. Stabbing me in the left arm, I discharged my service weapon, which hit Stone in the abdomen, causing Stone to back off a few steps. Officer redacted entered the hallway shortly after and subdued Stone further. I saw nothing that would have implied that the apartment was a fire hazard, and to the best of my knowledge, resolved the situation to the best of my ability. Sounds like a setup. Oh.
From what Wayne told me, his original write-up got so edited, he felt weird about putting his name on this one.
Okay. From the office of Kelso Dorsey, Fire Chief, City's Finest. Report we 455 and April 25th, 4:30, all that stuff. No smoke detectors, fatalities 25, injuries 14. Type of fire, house fire. At 1:45 on April 23rd, the fire department was informed of a potential fire in an apartment building at 44 2nd Street, West End. Firefighters were deployed at 1:50 and arrived at the scene at 2:12. At an undetermined time prior to arrival, a large explosion on the second floor, later confirmed to be an ignited gas leak, exacerbated the situation, and the deployed firefighters took necessary steps to evacuate the building. After the explosion, the fire was centralized in the first and second floor, with the third in the process of being engulfed. The fire was contained to the single building, and efforts to put out the fires went on until 4:55, at which time it was considered mostly contained. The efforts were continued until 6:45, at which point the fire had been extinguished completely. The entire area was sanctioned off, and searching for survivors and victims of the fire continued on until 2 o'clock. On the 24th, with additional damage control and sanctioning being done at 11:05 on the 25th. The area is considered completely secured and will be open for demolition on the 30th. I wonder, it seems like the fire happened after they shot what's-his-face, so I wonder what happened. Fire in the West End claims innocent victims. West End, Wednesday 24th, by Wayne Wiskowski. A fire erupted in an apartment building in West End yesterday. I wonder why he's missing. Claiming the entire building in its wake. Although some tenants were successfully evacuated, many lives were lost during the disastrous fire. Exact number of fatalities have yet to be disclosed, as efforts are ongoing to search the remaining of the building. Thanks to the city's finest, however, the fire was contained to a single building, and no further damage was done to the surrounding buildings. Interesting. Well, I guess we're done for now. Ooh, that was a lot to read.
Hi.
Oh, it's Lucas. Keep staring at the screen like that and your eyes will go square. Hey, hon.
Hey, baby, give me 1 second, alright?
Okay, you chose to be driven. Take your time. Take your time. Have you been at the terminal all day? Nod. Are you getting anywhere?
It's a lot. I need corkboard.
A lot. Oh, you're looking into the Western fire still. Did that report I sent you help?
It did.
Yeah, well, how's your investigation going? Didn't you say your edit guy was asking for it earlier?
Investigation's slow. I can't help but feel I'm missing a lot.
Well, walk me through it. Let's see if we can figure it out together.
Sure, where did I start?
Let's start at the beginning. Tell me about the fire. There were 2 calls about it, right? Where did it start? God. Where did this start? I don't know. I think it said there's no way to tell. I almost say the first floor, but I don't know. I mean, that's the truth.
Not sure. It's somewhere below the 3rd floor.
Somewhere below the 3rd floor. How do you know?
It was spreading to the 3rd floor when the firefighters arrived.
So it couldn't have started there. I see your point.
Yeah, 1st or 2nd floor without a doubt.
Alright, and when did the fire start? This is before the 2nd call, I'm pretty sure. At 1:45 p.m. And how do we know that again?
The building wasn't on fire when the cops showed up, Lucas.
Allegedly.
Alright.
Fair enough. Alright, at least we have a general time frame when the fire started. Anything else that comes to mind about it?
There was one thing.
Yeah? First emergency call made mention of smoke, but only cops showed up. There are no records of who made the 2nd call. The cops saw signs of fire, but didn't alert the fire department. All the police reports had the same passage at the end. I'm not entirely sure how they phrased it, but maybe they focused on something else during the call. Besides, it's not uncommon for us to be sent out to deal with small fires every once in a while.
So much for public safety spending. Cops saw signs of fire, but didn't alert the fire department.
Signs of a past fire, right? If there are no flames and no cause of alarm, why would they have called it in?
I'm guessing they just wanted to be out of there quick. Yeah, I'll say that.
Anything else?
There are no records of who made the 2nd call.
We usually don't admit that. Maybe it was done from a payphone or something. Anonymously? Reading's hard.
Why would someone report a fire anonymously, though?
Anything else?
All the police reports had the same passage at the end.
I know that looks weird, but I'm pretty sure that's just standard procedure. There's usually some legal jargon that needs to be added to the statements to cover all bases.
Didn't sound like legal jargon to me.
Anything else?
That's all. Let's move on.
Okay, I know you're interested in this part, so let's go over it. Tell me about when the cops showed up.
Stone didn't want to let them in.
That's usually the case. No one likes having cops show up uninvited, much less have them enter their homes. Was there a reason for the officers to be suspicious? I think that was the main reason. Stone was antagonistic. Let me check. Ah, sounds of distress.
They heard a distressed voice from inside.
Certainly feels like reason enough, especially if Stone was refusing to let them in. Sounds pretty clear cut, right?
I'm not so sure.
No, how come?
I don't believe the whole distress voice thing.
Are you saying they would make it up to have a reason to enter?
I'm saying they got to Weston and assumed the worst.
I suppose so. Sometimes they have to. There's a lot of crime in that borough. It's possible they acted based on assumptions. Yeah, either way, they got inside right.
Guess they did, yeah.
And how did they how did they enter? I think they breached the door.
Yep.
Guy was really adamant about not letting people in, huh? What was his reaction once people got inside? He was hostile. That checks out, yeah. In what way? I think he tried to keep them from threatening the apartment, investigating the apartment. Oh, regardless of what happened, obstruction of an investigation is grounds for a charge as well. Are you sure he was actively hindering them?
Maybe not, but he didn't like them snooping around.
It's better if he didn't obstruct them. Makes less sense that he started fighting in that case, though. Then what happened? One of... Hey. Can't remember. I thought he drew on him first, and then... Yeah, I think one cop drew on him. Because he had a gun. Alright, I think I remember this part. The first officer goes into the kitchen, hears a yell, and comes back. Do we know precisely what happened in the hall during that time? I think it's unclear. They don't... what are the discrepancies? What is this about? Got to do with Stone attacking the other cops.
Yeah.
Right. Does the report specify how? He insulted them and then attacked. He was armed, right? With what? And they said two different things. Yeah, the reports mentioned two different weapons. You don't remember? Really? Huh, maybe they... Yeah, that does sound odd. Probably just a simple mistake in the testimony, though.
Simple mistake, Lucas. There's nothing simple about it.
Yeah. I see that.
If it's a mistake, it needs to be corrected.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't know if I should. I'll look into it, alright?
Thanks, babe.
Of course, babe. You doing alright? It's a lot, isn't it?
It's okay. I've seen worse.
Well, try not to get too used to it, Renee. It's not healthy. Chips away at your sanity.
What about you? What do you make of it?
You convinced Lucas that something might be up. Yes, I got an achievement. I don't know. Some of this stuff is a little iffy. I'll do my best to check things at the station. Some of this doesn't check out at all. I hope it's just mistakes. They have to be.
And if they're not?
And I suppose those two officers will need to answer some questions, some serious questions.
Although, it wasn't just the two of them, was it?
What are you saying, Renee?
I don't know. I'm not sure yet.
You know what? Let's drop this for now. I'll get on the phone, order some dinner for us. How does that sound?
Sounds good. I'll be right with you, okay?
Sure, don't stress too hard about it, alright?
Sure.
Ha! We got our first out of 16. You convinced Lucas that the reports about the fire didn't add up, prompting him to look into things.
Ooh.
started reading. What am I supposed to do here? Oh, it was showing my controller. That's what threw me off his cue. It's a scientist. Eli, somewhere far outside the walls. August 14th, Abyss. Abyss. I don't really know who Eli is, to be honest with you. Got a generator. August 14th. Still alive, believe it or not. No signs of radiation poisoning in either of us. We've been hit by a dust storm, however, but it's been manageable and far from as dangerous as we were led to believe. To say we're lucky is an understatement. I'm beginning to think the dangers have been... I can't read it. Oh, scroll. Oh. I think dangers have been overblown. That's the one I'm going with. I can stop that. To be fair, that's to be expected. According to George, no team HQ's headquarters sent outside the wall has ever returned, which means our research on the area is extremely limited. I think they're messing with me, though. There's been no record of any expeditions outside the wall since Science City's formation. It also means we're going to be pioneers even if we're empty-handed. Best not to think about that, though. I think they're messing with me. Sun's been harsh lately, and it's been a chore to get any work done today. That said, I'm enjoying the field work. We don't really stray far away from the dig site. There's plenty of work to do. Promising work. Promising but slow. That said, it's hard to stay focused. I get the feeling we're about to come across something big. We're out here until we get results, whatever that means. I'm confident we will. I look at the dig site every day, the pods and markings. I find myself wondering whether we should be here. George is less worried. He's out there right now. Today's the day, he told me this morning. He's been saying that all week. Not used to him being that optimistic. I've warmed up to him too. He's a good guy. I really think that disappointment's starting to take its toll on him. I've warmed up on him, I guess. That said, he seems to see my academic background as a shortcut out of paying my dues. He's been at this for decades. We're in the same role, so it's hard to argue with him, but we all pay our dues in different ways. His with tools, mine with theory. I think he's just jealous, maybe a little bitter too. We'll say the theory part. Okay, progress aside, the past few days have been strange. George mentioned a low hum from the dig site, and we've both been feeling unexplainably uneasy. I think it's our tools that are reacting with the sedimentary chemicals in the pit, but the activation should be over soon, more likely than not. We've been out here a bit too long and it's starting to get a little funny. The wasteland is supposed to be riddled with radiation. I'm surprised we're still alive, to be honest. I'll say I think it's our tools. You're idealist. We'll be fine. After this sprint, we'll be able to sample the dig and continue with sterilization. We can loosen one of the pods. We might have our ticket back to the city. I wonder who was the last person to see what we're seeing. I'm excited thinking about it. I feel like we're getting close. It's like there's something just beneath us waiting to be discovered. Whack the ground beside you. You hear that something? I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. I almost forgot I had a look at some of my previous journal entries today. Idealist, we've come so far and learned so much. I'm astounded by this place, to be frank. I have no strong feeling about these notes, none whatsoever. Idealist. It's not every day you get to be at the forefront of discovery. Whatever we find, I can't help... I think I'm just going to read my answer from now on. I think that's what I was doing at first. I can't help but think it'll be of great significance. I wonder if they'll name something after us. I'm just happy to be along for the ride. Suddenly,
Shiver runs up your spine, and you press the pen firmly against the journal page. Somewhere outside the tent, you swear you can hear George calling out for you. Raise your voice. George, did you say something? Listen closely. There's another scream, more desperate this time. He sounds distressed. Get up. George, what's going on? George! George! George sighed. I wish George would tidy up his side of the tent. I'd offer to do it, but he would never agree to it. Sorry, George, I'll be there in a bit. I'm exploring. Eli sighed. Now, probably not the best time to start organizing the journals. Now's the perfect time. No time like the present. Where are you, George? I'm coming. George, are you alright? George, this way. Nothing but rocky desert out this way. We're so far from the city, I can't even see the wall. George! George! Storm or no storm, everything is covered with dust and sand. Oh. The radio hums with gentle static. This can wait. George needs my help! Okay. They look like they're handling the dust storm well. Good. George is dying. Meanwhile, I'm checking everything. Need to clean these once all this settles, or our equipment will struggle. Solar panels. So much stuff, and yet we still don't have everything we need. I'd kill for something fresh to eat. Fix site tools. I'd be happy to never touch another shovel in my life. I can handle the wind. This heat is what gets me. Gotta go eat soon. Hunger. George is fine. George is fine. What is he? What kind of creature is he? Little box. Be careful. Most of what's in here hasn't been exposed to elements for some very long time. It's moving, Eli! It's freaking moving! Moving? Don't just stand there. We need to deal with this so it doesn't get out. Come on, man. You opened the pod. Alright, what do you need? When I saw it wriggling, I panicked and doused it with cooling spray. It recoiled and retracted back into the pod, so that might do the trick. Then again, I don't want to open it up again unless we have to. We've got some containment pods packed up somewhere. Grab them as fast as you can, alright? First thing first, we need that thing pacified. I'll be right back. First things first, we need to keep that thing contained. Don't go anywhere. What's the difference? Pacify it first. It's genius. Some of our finds have been eerily familiar. Nothing conclusive so far, just strange. Deep end. Locker. Whatever was in here, since long rotted and deteriorated. Shame. Shame! Bye, George. Wind socks. Supplies, both packed and unpacked. Containment pods. I'm coming, George! It's already got him. George has been got. Why are you walking so slow? Okay. What the frick are you waiting for, Eli? Hurry up! Here, take this container. Okay, I'm going to twist this thing open again, and when I do, I'm still going to need you to hold the container still. I'll twist it, drop it, and you shut it. You got that? I wish I would have went. There's probably something else I need to find. You twist it, drop it, and I'll shut it. Got it? Here it goes. You better be ready. Twisting it now. Go! Drop the container and shut it. Got it, got it. Let me check the pressure. Good, it's in there. You sure it's completely contained? Yeah, these things are state of the art. Airtight, pressure proof. You put something in here and it's never coming out unless you want it to.
Nice moves. You two, we did alright. It's contained now. What now? Same as always, I guess. We log it. You should probably give HQ a call. After that, I don't know. You doing okay? I'm fine. I just need a process. Gesture to the container. Think that's what we're supposed to find? I don't know. If it was, I wonder if they would have sent just two of us. Go on, give them a call. I need a breather. Good job, George. I mean it. He looks happy. Stay safe, alright? I gotta go. Oh, how are you holding up? I don't know. I need to gather my thoughts. What do you make of that thing? Not what I thought we'd find. I've been so preoccupied trying to get that pot open. But I don't think I ever could have expected whatever that was. I don't think anyone would. I suppose so. What are our next steps? Firstly, you need to let HQ know, just in case anything happens. After that, we document all this, every step. Then I'm not sure. We should run some tests, see what we're dealing with. I agree. The more we know what we're dealing with, the better. Maybe we should hold off on telling HQ just until we know a little better. I mean, I suppose so. What do you make of that thing? Not what I thought we'd find. Okay. Anything I can do for you? Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. You go make the call. Sure, they'll be over the moon to hear about some actual results from us. I suppose so. Alright, I'll be right back. Well, he seems to appreciate my concern. That's good. Radio hums with gentle static. Inspect the radio. The one so impressive high-frequency Boom 34 you've grown so familiar with over the past few months now seems weathered, weak, and old. Behind it trails a long rubbery cable, and next to the machine a stack of notes are held in place by a paperweight. Look at the cable. The cable lies heavy on the ground, covered with dust. Tracing it along the ground leads your gaze to the now wind-whipped solar panels you and George set up a long time ago. Check for damage. It'll take more than a scorching sun and a couple dust storms to dig through vulcanized rubber. It should last for at least another lifetime. Great, I'll pass it down to my children then. The weary Cape machine continues to hum. Inspect the notes. The bundle of yellow notes is stacked and weighed down as neatly as can be. You write some of them, George writes some others. Also, another few still were written ages ago. It seems now by someone whose name you don't recall. Look at my notes. Idealists, there are hopeful scribbles and logs of your conquest of the wasteland, not as personable as your journals, but your optimism shines through. Draw a happy face on one of the notes. Look at George's notes. Many of the pages are simply numbers and doodles, but you sort through to find a few that pique your interest. August 1st. First contact, series of pods with numbers, metallic cover, encasing, advice on how to proceed, ask for magazines or frickin' anything. Read something else. Potential radiation, no corrosives. The greater context of the note is missing, but it reads, high chance of radiation, use no corrosives, if need force. Careful with the pods, nitrile gloves only. Read something else. 8945 is the frequency. You recognize the number as a frequency, but not for whom or what. Below is a doodle of a heart, and the bottom of the note reads, P.S. Eli, if you're reading this, mind your own business. And you didn't read that. Leave the notes for now. Write something on the notes. You slide the paperweight onto the desk and pick up the stubby, dull pencil. Nothing out here remains except decay. The sun is unbearable temperatures. August 14th, major discovery, radioing HQ. The paper rustles gently under the weight of your pencil, even more so under the gravity of the discovery you made. Put down the pencil. Stop inspecting the radio. Leave it be. Alright, let's wipe off the solar panel. Need to clean these once all... Oh, okay, I can't. Okay, sick. You'll probably remember to dust them off now. There's no real way of avoiding the dust out here, but next time you clean them, there might be a way to angle them so they don't gather quite as much. It's worth a shot. Oh yeah. Grit grinds between the aluminum frame and the plastic dial as you begin to turn it. The dial itself is loosened slightly, having been gnawed at by the arid wasteland surrounding you. Instinctively, you recall the headquarters frequency is 94.6. Dial on 89.45. The static hisses for a good moment, after which distortions begin coming through in waves. Try as you might, you can't make out anything through the noise. Maybe next time. Next playthrough. All required is a slight twist of the wrist and the dial rotates to its usual orientation. Hissing builds up, and soon enough a melodic beep whistles through the treble heavy speakers. That's your cue. HQ, oh wait. HQ, this is Eli of Dig Site 06. Come in, HQ. We've got something to report over. That's the one we're going to do. This is HQ. We read you loud and clear. What's your status? Over. We've found something. Copy that, Site 06. Please describe the finding. You found some sort of artifact. Very responsive to stimuli. Possibly organic in matter. HQ, do you read me? Does it appear to be sentient? Hard to say, its behavior is certainly erratic. Hello? Stand by for further instructions, over and out. I'll be that. Okay, well, I don't think we picked the best option there, but we got an achievement. Act 1 complete! How many X are they, I wonder? You immediately reported the strange artifact you and George uncovered. Okay, I'm gonna go eat. How many X are they? There's only 4 X? Huh. I need you to know that. Act 3. I got nothing to hide. State of affairs. Now we're doing science for real. Okay, I'll be right back.